Hey guys, so today we are training back and triceps, and it's kind of funny. I feel like the days I don't train are the hardest. As in, I really do enjoy training, even during the cut, because the cut hasn't been easy as of late. Like, I want to say this past week has been super tough, where I catch myself like debating if, how much longer do I want to continue, just because it has been getting kind of tough for me. And it sucks to say that because I feel like I kind of made it harder than it should have been for myself because we did gain so much weight during the bulk, and I've told you guys that before. And just realizing how much easier it would have been to hit, where I want to look. Because I mean, if I'm going to be honest, I feel like how I look now, it should be where I should look when I'm like on my bulk, my surplus. Like, I feel like I shouldn't be carrying any more fat than I am right now, because we're not even like that lean. And I guess my goal was to be as lean as what I had imagined. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, how do I really explain that? Like I want to be able to see, like, my delts popping out. I want to see like that bicep vein popping out without me doing anything. Like, yes, maybe it is when we get a pump or when we have that good lighting, but I just wanted to like look like that when we're not doing anything. But with that, you have to be, pretty lean. And I've always wanted to have that look at least once in my life, if that makes sense. Just to like see and feel like, because it is fun to, especially if you like muscle, like it's fun to like be there, and I know that it's there because also when you're leaner, you just look that much more buffer, like to the point where people start thinking people take steroids just because they're leaner, and it looks more ridiculous. Because I guess, to put in perspective, like, we don't have like a six pack or anything. Like, that's, we're not that lean. And for people that have been training for a while, and you can kind of see like, oh yeah, they're holding on to a little bit of body fat still. And these are the people that are really like, I guess have that competitive eye. And I know you guys ask me if I ever want to compete or if I am trying to compete, and I'm not. I just like doing this for fun because I love training no matter what. Like I told you guys, no matter if I'm recording or, doing any, like, I like doing this for myself. Like, I will continually go to the gym and work out because I love it. And, the physique, the part that is also the fun part is like, the body to me is an art. And to know that we can sculpt it how we want, and also knowing that you should be proud of how your body starts to look, because, we all have different genetics and insertions, and our body's going to look different than someone else, like depending on how tall you are or how long your limbs are and all that stuff. And so kind of just also falling in love with what your body is looking like. And so that's why I told myself, I'm like, oh, this cut, like, I want to really go where I've never been, as in like as lean. Like, I've never been that lean before. So if, I guess, so that's what I'm saying. If I didn't go as hard in the paint with my bulk, I don't think it would have been this hard for sure. So me knowing this, and already knowing that, okay, like, when we go into surplus again, like, it's not going to be that crazy, because when we do the cut, it'll be a little easier. And these are just things that you just kind of have to learn on the way. And sometimes, yeah, it's going to be sometimes learning the hard way and it sucks, but I feel like that's what's going on right now, is I'm learning the hard way that, yeah, I need to be a little more on top of even the bulk, because I think that's where we get a little too laxed, when we're just like, it's the bulk, it's fine. But you're like, how we talk about, you need to set yourself up that you make tomorrow easy. And that goes with when you're bulking, you need to make sure that you're setting that up, that when you do the cut, it's as easy as it can be. Because you never know, sometimes life gets in the way, and like, things do get a little harder depending on, your lifestyle. So I guess right now it's just like those days on and off. But I will say, when it's a training day, those days I do look forward to, because I feel like it just reminds me of like how much fun it is to see the muscle, to feel how it feels when it works out. Like it just reminds you and makes you happy, because when the tough times come and you feel like you're like, man, can I keep going? You start, forgetting the reasons why you do something. And so that's why when you do them, you're just like, oh, like I remember why. Like I know that I guess I'm saying, like, I know my body can look where I want it to look. And you guys have seen that. Like, we are down like 23 pounds. And you guys have seen how dramatically my physique is looking, and, just kind of like melting away and like seeing the muscle more. And it's nice. It's like exciting to see that. And I know I just want it just a little bit more for my goal, or what I have envisioned. And I guess I'm just sharing with you guys that, yeah, like this past week has been kind of tough, but we're just going to keep going. And I think that's the beauty of me documenting this. Like, we can check in next week and see how, day by day, and kind of go with that. So, I mean, I know you guys probably will ask me, okay, well, what's your goal? Like, how much more are you thinking? I mean, I'm honestly thinking we're just going to go another 4 weeks, so another month. And then I think then we will see from there. But I think it's just another month. And I think that also helps me knowing like that deadline, like, okay, we're just going to go for another month, see what my body, how it looks, and kind of go from there. Because I'm also telling myself, yes, maybe this isn't the year where my physique is going to look the craziest, because, I'll set myself up better next time. The next time we do the bulk, like it won't be as crazy. So then the cut is going to be easier. Maybe that's when I will eventually see what I have envisioned. Like I will get there then. But I don't want to also get ahead of myself. Maybe at the end of this, then I'd be like, oh, okay, actually my body's where I wanted it to be, and all that stuff. But I think that's the thing too. We all have different goals and different things that we want for ourselves, because knowing like me doing this, I do have people around me saying like, what are you doing? Like, you're already too skinny, or you're this or that. And I just think that's funny, because, I don't think that. And like I told you, people that kind of have that eye for like competing, and you see when someone like has just a few more pounds, like you're like, okay, like that chiseled look of like capped shoulders and just those little things. And I know that's why I tell you, like, this kind of like lifestyle is a little different than, yeah, maybe an average person. Like to them this is like too much. Like they're like, well, what are you doing? Like, what do you expect? Like, at least this or that. But it's like we like going that extra level, and I think that's the thing, is like, because we know like we are capable of it, and it is challenging, but doesn't mean that we can't get there. And to us getting there is exciting, and you are going to feel like proud of yourself. But everyone's different. That's why I'm like, everyone has different levels, because also like, where did you start? And that's why I told you guys, I've been doing this for like 10 years, and I've never gotten to the level where I've always wanted to. And so that's why I told myself, well, why not try? Like, you can try to get there. And that's why I've told you guys, I've never had like a fluid, like, oh, let's do bulking, let's do a cut. Like, I've never really done that. Once I got into doing lifting, I started lifting, I was tracking, I lost weight and all that stuff. So maybe a little backstory, that's kind of how it started. I lost weight, and when I lost so much weight, I started to feel really like not used to it, because I've always been heavy. So you know what? Maybe we'll save that for another time, because that is probably actually a long story of like my fitness journey, honestly. So I'm like, you know what? Let's not even like dive into that yet. Maybe in another video. But I guess I'm saying, like, I've never reached that potential that I know that, we're all capable of reaching with what our goals are. And I'm like, no, I really want to. So that's why I'm saying, like, if not, this year, like, I know it's not over. Like, we're not done with this journey, but I guess I'm just telling you guys little insights of like how my mind has been like processing it and like deciding, okay, like, yes, we'll go for another month and then maybe we'll just like maintain this and, you know, be on a surplus because, yeah, last bulk was just too much. But with all that being said, I guess I'm just saying, like, I do have things like I'm like thinking about, but also it just helps taking it day by day. And you know, that's why I'm just like, okay, like let's just have an awesome back workout and, you know, just take you guys along with me and go from there. So let's go ahead and jump inside and get started. Okay, so you guys probably can't tell from the camera, but it's super dark today. And maybe they're just trying to like help with the electricity bill and stuff, but it's just really dark. So hopefully the footage doesn't look too off. But starting off with pull downs, and I'm wanting to do one set of pull ups just to see how they feel because we are weighing way less. So we haven't tried it yet, actually, me being on the cut. So I kind of want to do one set. So we'll probably do a set of that after these. Okay, those feel pretty good. I'm feeling pretty good. Like I told you guys, we're still in the beginning. But hey, last time actually in the beginning we weren't feeling good, and I made an excuse because we were in the beginning. So whatever. So we're, I guess, feeling pretty good. And yeah, let's go ahead and try some pull-ups, some bodyweight pull-ups and see how they feel. Okay, let's go ahead and try it out. I wish I had some chalk because my hands are already slippery or sweaty. Same thing. Okay, we'll go ahead and give it a go. Wow. Okay, those last few reps, I just had to adjust myself, but that got kind of annoying. I wish I could use chalk, but we're not allowed to use chalk here. So, you know, I think this makes sense why I just stick with the machines because it does get, you know, it is nicer to do a full set. Just you keep going and going. This one, it can get a little, yeah, annoying having to reset, but it was fun to try it out because, yeah, I felt way lighter than what we're used to. And yeah, it's just fun to try it out because, like I said, we haven't even tried doing pull-ups during this whole cut. So, you know, it's nice to do for a set. But let's go ahead and do some rows. Okay, so you guys know my favorite machine. Well, you guys don't know, but my favorite machine is broken, so we're out of order. So we're using these, and actually these feel kind of nice, and this is a nice little change up because you guys know I used to actually just do these a lot. So we're back to these for today. And do our first working set. listening to a Berserk remix. And okay, we're gonna get going on our last set. And just side note, I'm feeling so much better just because my friends are here at the gym with me, and it just kind of lifts up my spirits and is giving me energy. So that's always nice. So thank you guys. Okay, so let's go ahead and finish this set and then do some row delts. Okay, so I feel like the last sets felt, or last reps felt pretty good, but those also feel really nice on the row delts. But yeah, we'll finish off, do a few sets of directly hitting the delts, and then do some triceps. Okay, so we're doing the root delts, and I missed the cables because last time I don't think I was able to do them, but they feel pretty good. Well, I have to go really slow on these. Make sure I feel it. It's good. And root delts feel so good when they're pumped. Okay, so even though we don't have back pump, I definitely need to work on my lat spreads because I want to say the last back day, my lat spread wasn't as spread out as the one before. But, you know, I don't have it locked in yet. I don't. So we'll go ahead and just do a lat spread. Hopefully I can get this one in the first try. And then triceps. We'll do both sides. Let me think. Oh, we'll do a lat spread from the front. Feel like they're looking a little better. Just a little. I keep telling you guys, but I still feel like the lat spread, something I'm doing. I don't think I'm doing it right. So need to pay attention to that one. Let's do, what else do we have for the back? Oh yeah. We'll do both sides because I don't know which side looks better in the lighting. Like doing that, I'm like, wait a second, my biceps are kind of popping out more. That makes me happy. I've always, because I feel like I just hold more of my fat in my arm. So for my biceps to look pretty good, makes me happy. Okay. One more lat spread just for fun. Make sure all of these are equal. Okay. I think that is about it. And oh, feeling honestly pretty good. So that made me happy because like the workout felt great. So I still have cardio, so I'll do that and then I'll speak to you guys after that. Okay, some time has passed, but I was able to get some errands done. I needed to go to Winco and Costco, and now I'm just cutting some potatoes up for my dinner, which maybe I'll show you guys because I actually look forward to this. It tastes so good because I put my potatoes in the air fryer and I put the rotisserie chicken in like a squash and I just put it all together and then I just, transfer it to my bowl and it just tastes so good. And I actually even put Chick-fil-A sauce on my meal because I don't know, when you eat potatoes, you have to have something like creamy with it. And the Chick-fil-A sauce just kind of hits a spot. And that's kind of the source of my fat with that meal. And you got to pick the things that you like. Maybe someone else might use cheese or I don't know actually, but that's how I like doing it. And it tastes so good. I actually had to, I guess because when you're getting so low in your calories, you kind of have to really be strict. And I wasn't realizing that I was going a little too crazy with Pam because I would put all of my potatoes in the bowl and then I would spray Pam on it and then, flip them over and then put seasoning so it all sticks. And realizing, Pam it's fat. It is like you're spraying the oil on your potato. So now I guess me not being in a cut, or me being in the bulk for so long and then forgetting all these like little cutting, like things that, they add up. It will add up. If your calories are kind of low, little things like that will add up. So you kind of just have to be aware. So if you're using Pam, just realize, that is still like a good little spray is like a gram of fat. So what I've been doing now is just spraying the surface and then putting the potatoes on the surface so it doesn't really like stick instead of literally just putting it all over the potatoes. But, just little things like that when you're cutting is something to be aware of. But, let's see. I guess just to end the video because I don't like ending the video without saying goodbye to you guys. So, the workout honestly was so good. I was so surprised, but that's why I told my friends, I'm like, it's just nice when you're around people that are just so nice to be around. Like, yeah, like it's kind of you kind of like, reciprocate their energy. And since they're just always like, just so sweet and nice and just kind of puts you in a good mood. And when you're in a good mood, like you kind of forget about being tired or all that stuff. So with them being there probably was a big part of me just having like a good workout and just like a nice day. And it's nice. It's nice when you meet really nice gym buddies because technically you know those people that you always go at the same time and you know them and stuff. So it's just nice. And yeah, like the workout, my energy was fine. I was actually doing my cardio and I was like, huh, this is actually not too bad. Like because usually after my workout, I'm like starving. I was actually fine. And I was like, you know what? Let me go and get these things done because it's more convenient to do it after the gym because it's closer. And I was just kind of surprised that I'm not like dying. Because yesterday was hard and I'm like, maybe it's just like I told you guys, me working out, like those days are a little easier than me resting, which is funny. It might be a mental thing because you're just so distracted in the purpose of why you're doing the cut, like me working out and just realizing like, oh man, like my physique is looking better. And yeah, I kind of imagine at the end, like how we're gonna look. Like it just kind of maybe fuels your reasons and it just kind of helps that mental state. And a lot of it is that the way you talk to yourself and realizing like, okay, like we're just going to do this for a little bit longer. It's fine. And that's what I told you guys why this cut has been technically pretty easy until just a couple days ago, but it's because I tell myself this isn't forever, you know, like the sooner we stay strict, the sooner we're gonna, you know, shave off those pounds, the sooner we'll be done with the cut. And that's why I told you guys it did hurt me that we put a lot of weight on during the bulk because it is taking a little bit longer. And the next time we do this, that won't be the case. So yeah, like that's how I see it. Because I know I can have like, you know, a free meal and all that stuff. And then, yeah, maybe it just takes me like a couple days to go back to my normal weight. And it won't really affect me crazy. But like the way I see it is the sooner I get to my goal, the sooner then we can go back to, I guess you can say, being a little more normal. You know, and that's why everyone works differently. And some people may need that free meal or whatever just to make sure they stay on track. And that's why I do what works best for you. And sometimes when I try to explain it that way, because I tell them the stricter I am and just stick with it, the faster this cut's going to be done. Because I will hit my goal weight and I'm like, yeah, I don't need to like prolong it because that's kind of what will happen. But that's just how I want to go about it. And I can see now since it's towards the end of my cut, I'm like, oof, yeah, it can get hard. And I have been debating, I'm like, should I have like a free meal just for that mental break? And I've been debating. So we'll see. And I'll like, you know, if you guys want me to take you along with me, I can. Cause yeah, I mean, I also enjoy watching people eat, but I'm going to eat this. I'm going to make my dinner and then probably watch The Boys because there is a new season. So I'll check that out because yeah, I just like that show and I'll eat my food and yeah, just have a chill rest of the night. But thank you guys for watching and I will see you guys for leg day. And let's hope this leg day isn't going to be as bad as the other one. I know you guys didn't get to see that one because it was just, I was so drained. So I'm hoping I'm going to prepare myself enough that we are going to have like a solid leg day. So I will see you guys for that one and thank you for watching. Yeah, so bye guys.